Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, I'm Vanessa. Nice to meet you. Thank you for tuning in. I am sitting in the car right now because I'm out with my family, and my mom is just getting a present for my grandmother because it's her birthday today, so we're going and celebrating her. And I'm just sitting on the market square and people are passing by, so it's new for me to record videos in public, but now is the only time today that I have to make this video, so here we are. I want to talk to you about something that is thrown around all the time and that I don't fully agree with, and it is about people saying that you need to love yourself first and all the love in the world comes from within. Now, I believe that we do have to find respect for ourselves and love for ourselves and an understanding for ourselves on the inside, right? We cannot just outsource that to other people or to our job to validate our worth and all these kind of things. But it is also right and important that we allow other people to love us. And it's okay to admit that you want to be in touch and in deep connection with other people. Yeah. Often when we're trying to heal, especially like an abandonment wound or a rejection wound, we are feeling like we need to do it all within ourselves. And there is definitely a component of it where we are trying to understand ourselves better and our wound, right? So understanding that, hey, I did not feel emotionally connected to my family or to my caretakers, or there was the feeling of neglect that I perceived. Like every person is different, and also our parents learn different things. So they may have not learned to emotionally connect. They may have their own wounds around neglect or connection and emotional intelligence, right? But as adult, as I always say, we get to be honest with ourselves and face what were we missing? What is a feeling that hurts still? Where is a wound? And how can I, let's say, wash out this wound, clear it, clean it, and let it heal? Yeah. And there's a component when let's talk about attachment for a moment. Some of us are leaning more towards anxious attachment, and some of us are leaning more towards avoidant attachment. And especially when we have an anxious attachment, that also shows we may have had an abandonment wound or felt neglected as a child and all these kind of things. Then it will be really important for us to allow ourselves to be feeling safe with other people. Often, unfortunately, though, if we are not actively looking at the wound and actually, sort of face the wound and work with the wound, then it can feel like we're always attracting people that hurt us or don't see us or don't feel us and don't give us the light of day. We may feel misunderstood or not important or not prioritized, and that is just a mirror for the wound that we still carry within us. Until we realize, wow, let me inquire, why am I attracting these kind of people? What are they showing me? And then you may get conscious about the wound that you have. And when we get conscious about the wound that we have and realize, oh, maybe my mother or my father or any other caretaker didn't have the emotional connection to me that I needed. Maybe there wasn't enough emotional intelligence or care or a feeling of emotional safety or physical or mental safety, so that I felt like I was neglected or not prioritized or not safe, whatever it is for you, right? And when we understand that, we suddenly see the behavior of the people that we attract into our lives or allow into our lives differently, because suddenly we see, oh my God, this is how my mom used to act. Or, oh my God, this is how my brother or my dad or whoever used to act. And that's why I'm attracting this person again, because they show me what's familiar. Yeah. And maybe we haven't learned yet how it feels like to attract or be around emotionally safe people. Yeah. People that show us that they love us, that they care, that listen to us, that remember our conversations or our birthday or whatever is important to you. And as we're speaking about importance, you need to understand what is important to you. For me, for example, just a simple example, I need to feel emotionally safe with people. So I don't feel safe with people that constantly tell me where I make mistakes. I'm super happy to receive loving, constructive criticism, but I'm not willing to receive people who constantly point me towards anything that may be imperfect about me or that may be human, at the end of the day. I also don't enjoy when people are not on time, when people are very big with their words, but then there are no actions following and stuff like that. So you need to figure out what hurts you and therefore what you need to feel safe around people. I read a lot in the comments that people say, oh, I don't have friends or I don't have a relationship, and I really crave that. And I want you to know that there's nothing embarrassing about it or nothing weak about it. It's completely okay and understandable and human that you want to be in touch with people. It's just important, and that you want to have deep relationships. It's just important to realize also that if we are not looking at our wounds and learning to integrate and heal them, that we may keep on attracting people that are not making us feel safe. And then we're again in the same loop where we're asking ourselves, okay, I took a leap and let this person into my life, and I tried again and I tried again to make friends or have a relationship and open up to love in every way, right? Friends, colleagues, lovers. So allowing somebody in means, okay, I lean into love, I lean into trusting someone again, even though I was hurt in the past. And when we end up in the loop and we tell ourselves, no, but I always get treated the same and whatever, then, and please don't take this in a bad way, I've been there too, then we need to ask ourselves, okay, why am I allowing these kind of people into my life? Where is their familiarity that seems to feel safe, but it's not actually safe, it only feels familiar. It only is familiar. It may feel safe because that's what you've learned growing up, but it's actually not safe. So that's why you need to ask yourself, what are my values? What makes me feel safe in a relationship? What allows me to trust someone? And allow yourself to be really critical about that. Not self-critical, but kind of like discerning, yeah? Because when we are discerning and then we meet somebody and they keep on disappointing us, keep on having excuses, keep on not showing up in the way that we feel maybe not seen, not loved, like we need to justify ourselves, like we feel ashamed, just ask yourself, how do I feel around certain people? And that will tell you a lot about how safe you feel with them, how you trust them, and what feels normal to you. Just because something seems normal to you doesn't mean it is actually good. It is actually healthy. It is actually supporting. Yeah. So, and ask yourself also, and in the video 2 days ago, we spoke about the shadow. Also ask yourself, where am I treating myself or others that way? And again, if that triggers you, it's okay. Take a deep breath. This is not easy to look at. It's not easy. It's confronting and it's uncomfortable. And at the same time, it's very helpful. Because when you understand what am I tolerating and where am I maybe playing out those patterns in my own life with myself, and maybe with other people, then you can get really honest and say, wait, let me improve this in myself first. So just see where you can improve that in your own life with yourself, and just see what people in your life mirror from maybe your childhood or from growing up in some way, and how that affects you. And then you start seeing suddenly the patterns, and you're like, oh wow, this is like how my dad or my mom or my grandma or whoever used to behave. And that's an awakening. That is really, really powerful to see. Okay, so just know that it's absolutely okay to want to be in deep connection with people. If you are in deep connection, or if you are not being able to build those deep connections because maybe you don't know how to build connections with people that are healthy for you, or maybe you're not attracting these kind of people, look inside, look at your wounds, and just notice what is happening. You know, what are you feeling when you are with people? What people are you letting in? How do they treat you? And where is there a pattern with how people behave around you and you with people from growing up? It's really, really powerful to look at that, okay? So just know you deserve the love and support of people, and others also deserve to be surrounded by you and your love and your support. It's just about connecting to who are those people, okay? So it's completely okay and also necessary to allow yourself to want to be with people if this is what you crave. Just make sure it's the right people, okay? Thank you for tuning in and watching till the end. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to share it with somebody who needs to hear that, go for it. Like, subscribe, and I see you tomorrow. Ciao!